What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. There is an old saying that goes a little something like this: age brings about a change. That's typically what should happen as you get older. But sometimes, most times, you'll be surprised at how stupid people really are. And I hate to call Uncle Luke a stupid or anything like that, but I will say his take on the whole Drake situation with Rick Ross is immature and uncalculated at best, right? I will say that. Now, we all know what Rick Ross did. Rick Ross, who himself is 48 years old, a multimillionaire, went to Vancouver to do a show. I'm pretty sure he was compensated to do the show. Then he decided that he would play They Ain't Like Us, which is a Drake diss, in Canada. Then he and his crew got hands put on him. Uncle Luke is now sending somewhat of a warning out to Drake. I want you to hear this, and we're gonna come back.
This whole fighting my boy Ross and his guys in Canada, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That don't happen. That don't supposed to happen. And what's more unacceptable is when Mr. Drake liked the post. That also is unacceptable. I expect more out of Mr. Drake. When there's violence, you don't condone it. You should be bigger than that. Mr. Drake, you should be bigger than that. When there's violence, you don't condone that. You don't like no posters and all that, because here's what happens. There's always a backlash of it all. Here's what happens when now you've inserted yourself. Even if you were not involved, half of the country think you set the man up. They book a show in Canada, and you send your goons out there to agitate and start a fight with Ross. And y'all do what you do on the TV. Half the country think that. When you, Mr. Drake, like the post, you just inserted yourself into violence toward Mr. Ross and his crew. Now, let me just say this. As a broker of peace for Tupac and Biggie, I seen how this shit end, man. I mean, these other young guys, we're going to have a conversation with a lot of these other young guys who dying, these senseless deaths and these songs and all that. Y'all brothers are talented. Y'all got to understand, y'all talented. Y'all don't need that. Y'all talented. Y'all getting people to buy the records. People are buying your records because they like the music. They like what you're saying in the records. So leave it there, young fellas. But now these grown ass ones right here, Mr. Drake and Mr. Ross. When you like the post and you on there doing your little, okay, it's a beautiful day in Canada, and you like the post, you just inserted yourself in some shit. Now, look how this all play out. I'll keep it 1,000. Look how it all play out. Oh, so half the country thinking that Roston played the record, the Kendrick Lamar record, and he got jumped on because he played the Kendrick Lamar record. So now you got a whole West Coast of people, they at your head. Oh, that's what we doing? You don't need that, Mr. Drake. You don't need to be confined. You're too talented. I like you. I got friends that like you. I don't know you personally. Don't need to know you personally. but you're too talented to insert yourself in some shit that you're not really about.
Now, let me just deal with this because, again, I think this is very immature. Drake liked the post of Rick Ross, getting beat up and all that. So he's saying that, well, he'll be put on notice or he got a ban from coming to Miami, whatever the case is. First of all, I would never expect that if Rick Ross had a beef with somebody from Oakland, from Chicago, New Orleans, and let's say, for example, another rapper had a beef with that person, and then you go to that city playing that rapper's anthem because you beefing with them too, and then you expect that those people in that city are not going to come back at you, you're stupid. And again, I think that he thought that the Vancouver dudes was soft, but ain't nothing soft about dudes in Vancouver. Dudes can kill you anywhere. It's real dudes anywhere. And so now you're talking about, where Drake gotta, worry about. Man, you didn't take any accountability for what this dude did. And again, yeah, hip hop beefs is dangerous. Hip hop beefs is always dangerous. Y'all ain't said about 50 Cent. Can 50 Cent go to Florida? You know what I mean? This is crazy. If you're gonna really squash the beef, then this is what you need to do, Luke. You're a grown man. You're almost 6 years old or older. Get your ass on the phone. You call Rick Ross. Say, hey, man, listen, man, you're your own guy. But I love the hip hop community. I've seen this before. I've seen it with Pac and Biggie. Look, let me get you and Drake on the line. Let's call Jay Prince. Let's call, Snoop. Let's all the elders in the hip hop community. Let's try to handle this out right now. We see it's a problem. Let's go down there and let's get this solved. Not making no fake ass studio gangster ass Instagram video post trying to get some attention, man, when you're not that relevant no more, bruh. Nobody real respects it, especially when your guy is at fault. Your guy messed up. You never go to somebody else's hometown and distant. Never. That's why these young rappers getting killed right now for less. Why do you think it's gonna be any different, bro? Why do you think it will be any different? And again, y'all not really being serious. You're not really taking it seriously. And so, like I said, a lot of these dudes is fake. And Luke is fake, man. I'm sorry. Luke is fake as hell. If you really was concerned, get off the internet, man. Trying to be a studio gangster, trying to be out here acting like you got clout in the game. Call the dudes up, keep it completely offline, squash the beef or try to squash the beef and let it be resolved. You don't know how many beefs, man, that happen in the YouTube community. Y'all already don't know, right? Big beefs. Anybody that's big in the YouTube community, over 100,000 followers, can tell you. And when we have those situations, I don't come here making videos about it. Your boy will get on the phone. Your boy will call some people. And I'm going to give you a good example. Something that this person never told me to express, but it's been 2 times that I want to give a shout out. One is the Book of Alpharonomy one time, right? But I've told that story. But I'm going to tell a story about alpha male strategies. One day, I just, I was just transitioning over to the celebrity junk content, right? I was going back and forth with some dudes that really didn't have that much of a following. Wonder who called me up? Alpha male strategies. Now, this ain't the same level of beef, I get it. He called me up, man. He said, listen, bro, what are you doing? Man, you got something that you got popping right now. You need to really chill off what you're doing, man. Focus on what you're doing, and people gonna always have something to say about you anyway. Don't focus on them. Focus on what you're doing. Stop worrying about them and worried about what you're doing. He didn't go make a video. Oh, I think O'Shea lame for what he doing. Oh, I think he need to do this and do that. Nah, he didn't do that. He called me as a man and said, hey, get off this hype, man. What are you doing, bro? You crazy. Stop tripping. Stop worrying about them. Worry about what you're doing. That's what he did. Anybody concerned that's a real guy, they move like that. Luke ain't concerned. Luke know enough people to reach out to somebody in Drake's camp and be like, yo, man, this is getting out of hand, fam. We need to do something about this. And I wish more black dudes, man, would do that. Instead of trying to always get some clout and get some things ain't for the internet, man. I know we on the internet. I know that's crazy, right? This ain't one of them things, man. This could get serious. I agree. Get on the phone, bruh. Go fly down there. Look, man, this your boy Luke. I'm coming out there to Toronto. I need to see Drake. You know, or he got some time for me, or who could I send somebody to the camp, man? Yo, we need to come out here and make sure that, you know, hey, Canada and the States know ain't no beef. Ain't no situation gonna happen to him when they get out here. Come on, Rick Ross, man. This is bigger than hip hop. We just had Julio Fulio get killed. We got the whole Youngin and Ace. Look, man. Cause see, Luke ain't got no pull with Youngin and Ace and all them young cats, Julio Fulio. He ain't got no pull with them. He would have some pull with Rick Ross and Drake though. Cause it's older. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Stop being out here doing all this weird stuff. Trying to get clout, trying to high side, as we say out in Northern California, because you high siding right now. Nobody OG over 40 respect that. That ain't no real stuff, man. That's phony stuff. You're a phony guy for that. I'm calling you out, bro. It's not real at all. Get on the horn, call your people, man. Squash this, man. Be an OG. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Pretty sure for all you do is heard the bell. We're out.